Glad to have you with us from Kroger Field in Lexington, Kentucky. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Wildcats offense will be first on the attack. And we get a look at Kenny Menchie. This is nothing but a good-on-good matchup. Big-time offense, elite defense. It ought to be fun. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. There's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. The Tigers offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers.
Turning it on! Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They'll stop the clock for an injured Wildcat. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Starts to scramble to the left. He breaks a tackle. He's knocked down, short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Brown wants to pass. Oh, he makes the catch. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He finds a soft spot in the middle, and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. An 84-yard drive there, and the capper a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Creates a little room. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Solid run on the last play sets this offense up on first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
It's going to be really interesting to watch Kentucky this year offensively, and I think running the ball is going to be critical. Will Stein now the new head coach, and he brings in C.J. Baxter, a running back from Texas, David, a guy that was so highly recruited coming out of high school, had some injury issues early on during his time at Texas, but he has tremendous upside. And if he can...
There he goes! And he will get just beyond the first down marker before sliding.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
They'll move the wide receiver. He'll try it again. Not this time. After finding running room on the previous play, nowhere to go this time around as the defense rises up. This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? They'll try to get the first through the air. Quickly complete. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Wildcats, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Working that left side now. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
They'll run it with Baxter. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll. It comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
He's up to 55 yards on the ground for them so far. Has his eyes set on that 1,400-yard mark. Maybe some room here. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down. Going to try to get it himself. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. After 1 quarter of play, let's take a look and see how these running backs are doing. First play of the period, first down here. They'll run play action. Pressure coming. Gets rid of it. It's on target and complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Just barely picked up a yard, but that last completion, it's 2nd and 9. Brown will throw it. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Complete to the left. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw again. Buying some time. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. Now with a 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. A little release to the back. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Goes to the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Hit as he throws. Touchdown, Tigers. He got it right inside the pylon. Well, they got the touchdown, and the quarterback also had snot bubbles the size of his fist coming out of his nose after that hit.
Yeah, and you don't want to take too many of those shots. You got the touchdown, but the offensive line, obviously a little bit more protection would be good. But in the end, touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Tigers sending out their offense, ready to get this drive started. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Breaks into the open. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's 1st down. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. The run inside. It's Cobb. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. He'll take it himself. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Lets it fly. Complete to the right. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Run in the red zone, it's Cobb. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. 2nd and goal for this offense. They'll run it with Bryson Washington. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run it with Washington. And he's in. Touchdown, Auburn!
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Trying play action. Got him downfield. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Kentucky right back to the line.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. They've got to cap this off now with a touchdown, cut into their opponent's lead.
The Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's a give to C.J. Baxter. Got enough for the first. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky!
Well, this dude's day just keeps getting better and better. Of course, we've already seen him score once, David, and after that run now, this guy's already eclipsed 100 yards. That's his 2nd touchdown. We're not even done the first half yet.
Yeah, the stats continue to pile up. A big day is approaching, and they've had no answers of stopping him. So if I'm the offense, I don't have to overthink this. Like, keep giving it to him. He'll keep making plays, and they'll keep putting points on the scoreboard.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, and he drops it on the crossing route on 1st down. He knew that defense was bearing down on him. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gets the back moving. Brown wants to pass. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the 1st down. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Grabbed behind the line. It's Cobb. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. They've gotten this drive going, a couple of 1st downs already. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Wants to throw it again. Makes the catch. It's Nimrod. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He's up to 94 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to take off.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Sends it back in motion. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. Brown will throw it. On the run, still looking. Got out of trouble and throws. Flips it out in the flat. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the 2nd half. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the 2nd half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul,
He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. And the offense says thank you very much for the bonus yardage, and it'll be 1st down after the personal foul penalty. Fires to the right. He's got it. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. On the option. Now the pitch. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but using that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Brown wants to pass. Back's got it. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. So this 2nd half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. The Wildcats want to pick up the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
They'll move the tight end. Grab behind the line. It's Anderson. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10.
And, man, I want to see more of that. Like, I want to see more of this offense being aggressive, taking shots on early downs. It doesn't have to be run, pass. Like, being a little bit more diverse. They've struggled today to find big plays. That's a big one there.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
Motion from the back. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Escapes trouble. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Kentucky will be forced to punt. from out of his own end zone. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. He now has 110 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Got a man. It's Johnson. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. To the ground. He's got it again. And he got 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5 coming. Halfway there on first down at 2nd and 5. Brown will throw it. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Put 6 on the board. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Here he comes with the return. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quick.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds his back in the middle. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. New set of downs after the completion. Handoff, Baxter running left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass on 2nd down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. What a nice play on the pick. Didn't find much running room. They'll let it slide. They've got it at the 29. Great place to start for this offense. Brown wants to pass. Fakes to grab. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a first down.
Man, this slot receiver makes it easy on his quarterback. Did you see how he found the soft spot, the wide open space? That was easy for his quarterback to complete that throw.
Trying to run, it's Cobb. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
There we go, defense. That's the play you needed to have. All night long, you've been giving up big ones to this offense. That's why you're in the position you're in right now, down by multiple possessions. But finally, they come away with their first sack.
Fires to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. There he goes. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. With this game decided, let's take a look at the projected playoff bracket, and it's getting late. Week 12, and this is how things would stack up if the playoffs started today. They go back to work in the final period of this one. On first down, it's Baxter again. There's a little room there. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got it behind the line. It's Anderson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On the move, he fires. Makes the grab. It's Rodriguez. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver comes in motion. Now the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Rodriguez. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. He's brought down, but not before he picks out the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They'll run the option. Quick toss. Touchdown, Wildcats. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? What a game he's had. Third touchdown of this one and 5 on the season.
And he's in for his third rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. With the catch, it's Kane. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Tigers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Finds a little bit of room, give him a couple down to the 23.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
A manageable distance on third down as they try to convert from the 20. Brown will throw it. On target. Touchdown, Tigers! And the route is on. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle.
That makes the score Auburn 45, Kentucky 20.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here comes the Kentucky offense out onto the field. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Powers through the defender.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They feed him again. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield on first down. Going to take a shot. Makes a grab for a big play. This defense giving up ground. He's finally knocked down at the 26. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. He goes right back to the air. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Unloads it left. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Turning it on. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. Kentucky will come to the line with a first and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it with Baxter. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Kentucky!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And listen, you start to get desperate, right? Late in the game, it's in the 4th quarter. You know, I got to steal a possession somehow, some way, and you got to pull the trigger and kick an onside, something you feel good with. They tried. Unfortunately, they failed, and this game's going to get difficult now even more down the stretch.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does.
Lots of running room. Touchdown, Tigers! And the punishment has been extended. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. They make the stop, and they had to work for it. A nice little juke, and he'll have 7 on that one. good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Looking to fire. And wings it incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Wants to return it. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside maybe a crease. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you'll perform well enough to